Hello everyone, this is Ayen Nation. I'm your host Tom, and today I'm going to be talking about mental illness stigma. And there is a lot of it out there. Now, like I said in my first video, I was diagnosed with a severe mental illness 6 years ago, and that is unspecified schizophrenia. And that means I heard voices, I saw things that weren't there, I had delusions of grandeur, I had memory gaps, all kinds of stuff. And when I finally got medicated, I got a lot better. I haven't had an incident since January 25th, 2017. But unfortunately, while I was under the influence of unspecified schizophrenia, I did and said things I wouldn't otherwise normally do or say. And when I recovered enough to blame myself, there were two online communities that banished me from the community because they didn't understand it. They didn't want to understand. Like whenever mental illness is brought up on TV and movies, they're branded as evil, psychopaths, killing people. And then whenever there's a gun shooting, people want to blame mental illness for it. And that creates a very bad narrative where they think people with mental illness are going to get a gun and shoot people, and that's not the case. 9 times out of 10, mental illness people are likely to be a victim of a violent crime and not the perpetrator of a violent crime. And sadly, a lot of people with mental illness are in jail and prisons being treated instead of a mental hospital or a nursing facility. And it's just a sad state of affairs. I mean, people want to say like, well, I can cut out anyone from my life if I want to, but actually it's just shame people for having symptoms. Now, if they stop taking the medication and fall back to those symptoms, and that's on them, but if they're just starting out, and they haven't been able to get medication because a lot of people either are too afraid because of the stigma, or the country they're in, just the city or state they're in, just ain't fit to deal with mental illness. Then it's not their fault that they're behaving this way. And I wish more people would be able to understand that because they either think you're less than human or they look down on you when you have a mental illness. And it just pains me to see that. And like our illnesses does not define us. We can still live perfectly normal lives. Since I've been diagnosed with unspecified schizophrenia, I've been making videos. I published a comic book. I published a book. It doesn't have to be the end of the line for people with mental illness. You can still do things, inspire people, aspire to be greater, and do all kinds of things you would do if you were just a regular person. And you still are a regular person with mental illness. But it's important for us to stay medicated, to stay on our medicine. A lot of people, when they get out of the hospital, think, well, I'm fine. I should stop taking my meds. And that shit leads them right back to the hospital. So it's important to stay on our meds. I mean, take some responsibility for what was said or done when you were under the influence, but just understand, try not to be too hard on yourself. Because a lot of it wasn't your fault. It was the illness taking control of you. And so, since I'm part of the people who got mental illnesses, I feel the need to become an activist and spread mental illness awareness. We are not bad people because we have symptoms or we lash out at times. We're doing our best. We're taking our meds, and it's an uphill battle. Even if you're in a state like me where I haven't had an incident in 5 years, it's still an uphill battle. And the worst thing we can do is just add more stigma to it.